Hi, my name is Ashok. I'm one of the co-founders at Scripbox. I have Atul and Sanjeev, both the founders of Scripbox with me. We have had an eventful few weeks. There has been a lot of questions from you. I thought it's good to ask them and get a holistic perspective. So, Sanjeev, let me start with you. What are the key issues that we are facing right now?
I think it all distills down to the markets being in a turmoil, which is worrying everybody. But behind the turmoil, I believe there are four independent issues. One is a global slowdown that's been on for about 18 months. More recently, coronavirus has added its bit to it, with again impacting the economy besides the health impact. Third one is an oil price war, which has got the whole global market spooked a little bit. And more important for India has been the RBI action on Yes Bank, which has affected people because a lot of them are also depositors and their money is stuck in a bank. Right? So
Talking about Yes Bank, Atul, can you give a little bit color to it? Should I be worried?
Yes Bank, while it obviously is a crisis or trouble for the people who have their money stuck there as depositors, we feel it's a short term blip. It will correct itself. But as such, there are two learnings. One, we have to be proud of what the RBI has done. It's been decisive as a regulator. It's taken specific action. It's got a bailout in place. Equally importantly for the depositors, especially people who put large chunks of money as fixed deposits, they should see themselves as lenders, not as depositors. Like a bank lends to its customers and does a due diligence on them, any lender giving money to any entity should do the same due diligence, look at the balance sheet, look at interest rates, rather than just trusting fixed deposit lender.
The other three issues touched on the slowdown, the oil, and the corona. Can you give a little bit
So
color
the
to it?
slowdown is part of the economic cycle,
Okay.
right? It was due. I think these cycles actually make the economy stronger while they're painful, in experience. Coronavirus adding its bit to it is something to be concerned about. But I think we need to look at what is the long-term impact of all this, right? What happens 12 to 18 months down the line? For example, for the Indian economy, the oil prices coming down is actually positive, right? But the combined effect of this is not something that anybody can predict or really understand, right? In such a scenario, your emotional self takes over. Right.
Correct.
So the emotional self is more worried about the coronavirus, and all of those worries get translated into your concerns with everything else. Right. So
Yeah. And tell me, I think this looks like a perfect storm. Is this an opportunity or a crisis?
I'm not a big fan of the opportunity narrative. I think for a long-term investor, choosing an asset allocation according to the goal that you have is the most important thing. It addresses a lot of these temporary questions that come by, right? We've also been asked this question about, is there a sector-specific opportunity? For example, is there an opportunity in pharma? And I believe you should trust your fund manager to take that decision.
It depends on your perspective, right? And this is like Sanjeev clearly said, your emotional self takes over. There are three emotions, or three kinds of people, and you could live in all three boxes at the same time. One, this one is going to impact me. I'm above this, or I'm beyond this.
The world is ending.
The other is the world is ending, right? It's end tomorrow morning,
Spectrum.
crisis.
Yeah.
If you look at the stock markets, you feel the world is ending every day. The third is a bit more Zen-like, and we are a bit more Zen-like given our age and lack of hair. That we've seen this before. Be calm, be careful, be watchful, but don't be worried. So that's where we stand.
So what will be like what should be the way forward? From today.
So I think trust the professionals is a right approach. While you'll trust your wealth professional to look after your wealth, more importantly, at this point in time, we'd like to say trust the health professionals to look after your health.
Absolutely.
Social distancing is something we strongly believe in. We've taken some actions at our own offices. While we look after our customers' wealth and their well-being, and we assure them complete service, we're also equally concerned about and watchful of our employees' health and well-being. So our only message is be healthy, be safe, be careful.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sanjeev. Thank you, Atul. In conclusion, not to panic. We are here for you. Please write to us and we'll be happy to answer any question.